Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Andrew Penman here. What's up, guys? Okay, this is a very good and very quick vlog to sort of probably ask the question which most of you are asking, and that is, which skateboard should I go for? Should I go for the Onan? Should I go for the Cool Wheel? Look, these are the two electric skateboards that I've been reviewing, part of my early intro level $500 US mark, and I've picked these two boards to review, and so far they're coming up as I expected, very high ratings, so there's no problem there at all. They're great boards. Which board should I get? Okay, I'll make it as quick as I can. I'm getting this question a lot, and it's really hard for me to sort of talk about that because it's all back to a tailored individual need. So let's try and recap this really quickly to help you guys make that decision. Both the boards are brilliant and they are very high quality, robust, reliable and responsive, the 3 R's. There's nothing wrong with those. Okay, so just quickly talking about what I think you should do. Let's move this chair a bit closer. Okay, first of all, if you're over 110 kilos, up to 30 kilos of weight, automatically I would go for the Onan. If you're under 100 kilos and you are not hill climbing a lot, I'd go for the Cool Wheel. If you are light and very, very light, maybe under 80 kilos, Cool Wheel, absolutely. You don't need that power for the Onan. This will do everything for you. And if you do want to do long cruising trips and you want to climb hills and you want that extra grunt and power, go for the Onan. The Onan requires a deck to be put on and you need to adjust all that, and my vlogs have shown that before. The Cool Wheel's out of the box, ready to go, good to go. Okay, 2,200 watt motors on the Onan, a lot of power. 350 watt motors on the Cool Wheel. These have got 250 watt motors. This is version 2. This is what I did all my testing on. It is absolutely brilliant. Both have removable batteries. Both are airline friendly, and both have the same reliability, strength, power, except for the top end has the grunt. Think of the analogy of the Onan being a V12 massive big Rolls Royce, which is a slow take-up speed, good braking, and a lot of power under your feet. That sort of solid feel. Think of it as a Rolls Royce V12. Think of the Cool Wheel as a 944 Porsche. Fast, quick, responsive, and bites. So that's the overall view of both these. They're both amazing. They both work well. The remote controls, one is quite small and cheap looking. One's a big, nice finger grip one. Don't be concerned with the overall look, and don't judge a book by its cover, because believe me, the Cool Wheel remote is excellent. It hides in your pocket well, it's tiny. I love it. I just love it. It's like a James Bond tiny thing. It is brilliant. The Onan is a great one for letting your hands open while you're riding. It's designed on the boosted board. It's a great remote. Just quickly on the acceleration of both these, this has got to be explained to you, and this is the best way to do it under this forum. Okay. Number one, the controller on the Cool Wheel is a bite. It's a bite, bang, bang, bang. It works every time. It will work all the time. It is dead accurate, but the downside is that the braking is not as forgiving. It works, it's perfect, but you've got to do it with tiny increments, very gently and very slowly, and it works every time. But if you don't, like I did once after 2 months, hit it hard, bang, came straight off and locked up. It's a very accurate brake, but it's a very sensitive brake. It's the best way to analyze that. The braking on the Onan is a lot more forgiving. It's smooth, you can push it up, it brakes. It still can bite and it can still throw you off, but it's not as sensitive as the Cool Wheel. That's that. Acceleration on both. The Cool Wheel will bite, like I said, but the Onan has a sophisticated take-up speed, slow build-up speed accelerator. There's my reasons why I think they've got that is probably because they don't want to have someone falling off and suing them. It's a safety mechanism for the rider, but also it is a very clever battery management system for the motors, allowing a slow build up to the motors rather than hitting it with a massive amperage to get that bite. You don't need it. It does its job. It builds up. However, when you're over halfway and accelerating on the Onan, and you're right over halfway and you keep pushing and you're going in and out traffic and biting, it will bite. It will bite the whole time. But the minute you let go and your thumb goes off and it goes back to zero, and then you sort of set a lights and then you want to accelerate quickly again, it'll build up slowly again. The reason it does that is it's a very sophisticated VESC. It says, okay, I know you're going 32 kilometers. I know you've backed off now 26 kilometers, and to get back to 33 kilometers an hour, it doesn't need much more momentum. I'm going to build it up slowly. I'm not going to jerk like the Cool Wheel and put extra power into and drain the battery more. I'm going to do it in a very gradual, clever way. But this can be frustrating, and I suppose sometimes you want to bite that and you want to get into a traffic and zip around. You can double hit the accelerator quickly and it will bite. It overrides that and tweets it. But be very careful, lean forward, make sure you've got your wits about you, because it will bite. And if you're getting 28 kilometers an hour and you double hit that, it's going to really, can nearly throw you off. Okay, now the next thing is both these incredible hub motor systems have an incredibly good heat management system. It's a current limiter and heat dissipation amperage adjuster thingy. Okay.
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
It's a protection overheating of the motor or lack of power from the battery to labor the motor, and it will cut off. So both these things work differently. The Onan works at about 62 degree temperature. It'll automatically cut off the power to the motor if it's getting too hot, 62 degrees. The Cool Wheel is a lot more forgiving. It's about 74 degree temperature, and when it does do that, the Cool Wheel jerks for a second, like loses power but goes. The Onan kind of locks up. It does stop for a bit and it can throw you. It happened to me yesterday. But it's only when you are under 50% or under 25% battery. You're going up a hill. The hill is the culprit. If you go up a hill and then the battery goes, I can't supply the power to the motor, it cuts in with the current limiter and the amperage adjuster and basically isolates power to the motors, protecting the motors from being strained by not enough power. Likewise, it also cuts out, if it heats up on a hot day and you're trying to take a hill, it'll also cut out for a second. Both these, all hub motor systems, all VESCs worth their money do that, but I just want to make you fully aware the Onan is a little bit more less forgiving, and it does do it quite jerkily, if there's such a word, jerkily, whatever. And it threw me the other day off. So it's just something you've got to be aware of. Now, having said that, Onan are an amazing company. The skateboards are incredibly received. In Europe, you've got EV skateboards coming out of Prague. Big shout out to Jan. You've got Longboards DE Germany. Frankie Summer, thank you, Frankie. He's got I think the distribution rights for Germany and most of Europe. You've got Electric Clown and Canary Islands. These guys swear by Onan. They will only use Onan, and they are reliable as, and they love them. So look, it's not a problem. It's just the way the amperage limiters work and the current protection overheating devices for the hubs. That means the Onan will never ever burn out. It'll go forever, and so will pretty much the Cool, because they're so well protected by this overriding current limiter. Okay, so that's something that's good. Look, so summing up, which one is good for you? They're pretty much neck and neck. Again, weight factor, speed, responsive bite, slow take up build, 2 speed controls on the controller. You can adjust it while riding. Cool Wheel only has 1 speed, and you can hack it to a hyperdrive by hitting the start button 7 times. Whoops. And see, they are pretty strong. They don't break. They don't break. So that's what I suggest. Okay, quick update, monthly update for July. Got my helmets in, my helmet baseball caps. Look at these. They're a baseball cap, but they're a helmet. How cool are they? They are much better than wearing no helmet. I still advise you wearing a helmet like I did on my speed test, but these are brilliant for protecting your head and looking cool. And there's a link below where you get those. Well, there's about 10 places, but I'll show you where I got mine from. But there's also a vlog on those on my channel. You can have a look. We're about to head off to the Onan sprint test and speed test. And we're also going to take you to a basketball field and show you how this board and the Zulu 3.1 D3M version are going to fight it out in a no-rider sprint test. So I've got Will Wright helping me on that, a young guy who's got a great channel on mountain bike riding. That'll come up soon. I've also got 12 beaches in 12 minutes. So I'm taking you on a trip with the Onan, the Cool Wheel, on my beautiful northern beaches. We've got 12 beaches in 12 minutes right up the coast. So we're going to show you each beach in order and ride with some panoramic footage there. So that'll be fun. Thanks for coming on board and watching this again. And quickly, I must say, at the very end, I'm blown away. I just reached 400 subscribers, and that is just so humbling. When I set out on this channel, my major focus, my MO, my drive, my business plan was to just keep myself busy in retirement, have some fun, but show people how to get skateboards the way I get them. And I research things to the nth degree. In leaving a breadcrumb trail through the forest, you can follow it, and if you follow what I do and it works for me, it'll work for you. I'm not at this point monetizing my channel. I'm not making money out of it. I'm not affiliating products with hyperlinks. Any hyperlinks I put in are primarily to help you where I bought mine, but I don't get any money from that. This is all about me providing non-biased, fun, good content, and hopefully help and support you guys in anything you do. So each and every one of you guys, 400, thank you very much. I will go through the countries again next vlog. Maybe we'll get to 500. Who knows? I don't really care, but it blows me away. And thank you so much. But keep subscribing and you'll get all the latest on the Cool Wheel, the Onan, and the next lot of skateboards I'll be reviewing coming through. Andrew Penman signing off. Happy skating, safe skating. Thank you guys, and look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. Until then, adios. Okay, here we are, guys, at the 3 skateboards. So let's check this out. Okay, it takes a lot of work to have a lot of fun. Here are the boards we're testing today. This will be a drag race between all 3. So yeah, we're going to do this and see which one's quicker over 20 meters.